Okay, the market's down 30, and it's been that way from for the last, almost an hour now, and not picking up or anything. 17,531 is where we're at. Market veteran Shankar Sharma is now joining us to run us through, his thoughts on the markets and what he's making of things. Shankar, great to have you back on the show. Thanks very much. First up, it's the most auspicious time of the year with Diwali upon us. So let me wish you and your family, your team, a very happy Diwali from all of us here. And thanks again for being here. How are you feeling about the market, Shankar? Very bullish, mildly bullish, or just bullish?
Thanks, Prashant. And I heartily reciprocate the Diwali wishes to you, your family, to, I think, Nigel. I'm sure he's there somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely, Shankar.
Okay, I can't see you yet, but I'm sure we'll get to you very soon. Hey. Right. So very, very, very happy Diwali to all of you guys. And by the way, I take very strong exception to being called market veteran because, that makes me feel very old. Everybody who meets me tells me that I look very young, particularly now.
Who have you met recently, Shankar? Who did you meet recently?
Please do change that, moniker that you're using for me, from market veteran to a market teenager or something like that. Maybe not a teenager,
Gen Z.
20 something, Gen Z, yeah, something like that, whatever the hell it is, okay? Right. So you gave me three choices, right? All of them are in the deep green zone, and I think that's a decent place to be in terms of the range of choices. I've been very, very bullish from, I think, the last, I would think March or so. I was very negative back in October, November. If you recall, in fact, I'd been negative from pretty much middle of last year. If you recall, Prashant, I think back in April or May, we'd had a fairly decent conversation around, sort of the global macro factors shaping up. And the analogy I had used was that really markets were skating on thin ice. And, you can keep skating, but you don't know when the thing is going to break. And it broke from November. So, what it was fairly clear that something would give and something did give. And, in India also, obviously, because it's not going to stand out a move of that kind, it did fall a bit, but, it didn't fall a lot. And that's the interesting thing here that, frankly, I don't recall too many instances in the last 20, 25 years in which India has stood out a fairly decent downward move in the markets. And that is very telling. It's like a first. Hopefully it's not the last. But it's a first when India has stood out a very large global correction, a very large problematic global macro situation. And that, to my mind, is like a canary in a coal mine, in a good way, that it is telling us that India is going to stand out and a little away from, from these problems that we are seeing in the rest of the world, including our colonial masters, who are going from bad to worse and to further worse. So I think this is a genuine decoupling. I hate to use this word because it was badly misused, 12, 13 years back in the 2008-9 crisis. But I think this time it is for real. I think the decoupling of India versus the rest of the world is genuine. Therefore, the short answer to your question is that I remain extremely optimistic on India, and I remain very, very optimistic within India on the smaller cap end of the market. And interestingly, between Diwali, small caps have beaten, large caps by a fair distance, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, even the tape is telling you exactly that.
Okay, there is a bit of a disturbance. Shankar, can you catch that?
There was a call coming. Sorry, my apologies.
All right. Hi, there is Rima here as well, in the studio. And we would love to have you in person so we can see this teenage market, not a veteran. So next time, do make your way to the CNBC-TV18 studio. Don't be holed up in Dubai over there, Shankar. But I just want to throw this, another possibility, right? That at some point of time, maybe next year, the Fed will stop tightening. And once that albatross is off its neck, do you think the other emerging markets, which up until now have underperformed India, will actually start outperforming India? Do you think the tide can reverse once the negativity in the global market starts ebbing?
I think that's a bridge too far right now to start visualizing what the Fed is going to do, you know, 8 months or 9 months or 10 months from now. Again, Prashant, if you recall a few conversations back when you'd asked me what you think the Fed is going to be doing, and I had said that because they made one mistake before being, too late to the tightening into the tightening cycle, they reacted too late. They are going to overcompensate. Whether we agree or disagree, or whether it is merited or not merited, is a different discussion. But they will overcompensate, and that's exactly what you've seen. That they have really been overcompensating for their, let's say, laxity in the preceding years, and that, as far as I can see, is not something that will just be easily reversed or easily moved away from. It's a major stance shift after 10 years of expansionary policies. It's a major stance shift, and I do not think they can just swerve or make a U-turn or at least a right turn and say, okay, we've done enough and let's just back off a bit. I do believe that they will overcompensate even now, which is therefore to say that to look a year out or 9 months out, I think is right now extremely, extremely dangerous. Let's just stay with where we are, what is known, but there could be a lot of unknowns out there, including a nuclear war.
All right. Hi, Shankar. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining in. I'm not going to debate about the veteran and the youngster out there, but you're looking pretty fit going by the workout regime, so that's pretty good news. But let's focus on market and the themes as well. Now, people were looking to play this unlock theme via various ways, and you said if you don't have a visa, then you can't play it. Because I'm just looking at a recent investment, BLS International. This theme still looks good because some of these stocks have seen a big run. If you're looking at the hotel space or you're looking at a couple of other unlock themes. But tell us more about this recent investment.
Yeah, so I just made an investment, I think, last week.
Yes.
And it's not an unlocking theme trade, to be absolutely clear. It is something which is a very unique business in the list of businesses you evaluate. There are very few businesses you come across in which an Indian company in a global business is number 2. And after VFS, which is a very well known in the visa issuance, visa processing business, the number 2 company in the world is BLS, and then there is a third company which is in Europe. It's a very, very unique position for an Indian company to occupy on a global platform, on a global basis, for governments to trust their most sensitive document, which is a passport, to an Indian company. Is something very, very creditable. I don't know of too many companies in India which can lay claim to anything even close to this. So it's like a fairly tightly controlled business. 3 players account for 70-75% of the overall business worldwide. BLS is number 2. Hopefully they'll win some new contracts which are coming up for renewal, which can completely change the profit trajectory. Of course, till you win it, you don't know. But if they were to win the UK contract, or contract in Italy or in Australia, or even parts of the US visa program, the numbers could be substantially higher than what the market is modeling for. So, and on the other hand, there's no debt. It's a cash-rich company. By the way, even in COVID, they made a profit, which is saying something. Where your business depends on COVID, on visas getting issued, they still turned in a 50 crore profit even in the 2 bad years of COVID. So that again shows you resilience. So it's not cheap. But great companies or good stocks, I don't think in India will ever be trading at 5 or 8 multiples. So it's expensive if you look at today's visible earnings, but a couple of contracts can change the numbers dramatically. So that's the play here. Cash-rich company, unique space, decent moat in the business. I again don't like the word a lot, and good ROEs, good cash flows, dividend paying. I think it takes the boxes as of right now.
Okay, Shankar, we have a request coming in from the entire CNBC-TV18 team from the newsroom. They all want to hear you sing a song which perhaps encapsulates your feelings for the market, how you feel right now about the markets and this Diwali.
My goodness. You have to start paying me now.
Festive season, Shankar, don't disappoint us.
Okay, okay. I'll sing a little song again. You know, I usually sing Rafi, so I will stay with my comfort zone. So again, this is a song of love, and you know, we are all in love with our little small cap bull market at least, and you know, the song that is appropriate to my mind, because this is a surprise. Okay, you never prepared me for this, by the way. Okay. ए फूलों की रानी, बहारों की मल्लिका, तेरा मुस्कुराना गजब हो गया। ए फूलों की रानी, बहारों की मल्लिका, तेरा मुस्कुराना गजब हो गया। न दिल होश में है, न हम होश में है, नजर का मिलाना गजब हो गया। ए फूलों की रानी, बहारों की मल्लिका, तेरा मुस्कुराना गजब हो गया। That's 5 rupees, guys.
Thank you so much, Shankar.
Thanks, Shankar. That's, by the way,
But this is a song of love. I mean, you know, we are all, like I said, in love with the Indian bull market, and each time it goes up, it smiles at us, and you know, it's a gazab for our hearts.
And Gazab ka singing, Gazab ki sing.
Don't go there.
But absolutely fantastic. This is a pleasure to listen to.
I think next time we have you on, you said you objected to saying, don't call me veteran market investor. Maybe a singer moniker will be the better appropriate way to introduce Shankar. Absolutely fantastic.
Anything is better than being called a veteran.
A veteran.
Okay. Seriously.
All right, Shankar. Thank you very much. And once again, happy Diwali to all of you. Appreciate it.
Have a great Diwali.